Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. BTM here, bringing you part 4 in our ongoing Civilization matchup, continuing the game. And today I want to take a moment here quickly to kind of go over some stuff that I was alerted to in the comments that you guys simply did not know. So the first thing I want to go over is the different type of unit movements. And I took this for granted, this is why I'm going over it. Obviously the map is tile based, right? There's different tiles on the map and you can move units around. And so what you can do is you can click on move mode, right, which will move them as far as they can move in one turn, okay? You can click ranged attack, tell them to attack something, in the range. You can click them to do nothing, which will basically just skip over them for a turn. Or you can put them on alert, which means they're asleep, so you won't have to deal with them every turn. But if they see an enemy, they'll wake up and they'll let you know and they'll be ready to attack. Or you can select them to fortify, which means they get a defensive bonus and they don't move. Or you can have them explore automatically. And so those are the different things you can do with units. And I just wanted to go into that because I saw a comment just asking me about it. And I realized I kind of overlooked that, I guess. So I just wanted to explain the different things you can do with units. Obviously if you have like a catapult, you're going to have to let it set up first, and there's an option to do that when you're in an attack. But right off the bat, you may notice we're actually losing a good amount of gold right now. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to delete some units, which right there, as you notice, will kind of take a little bit of pressure off us gold-wise. So, I mean, we're not planning to fight probably this turn, or this episode at least. We're going to have to fight... No, dang it. I didn't mean to do that. We're going to have to fight in the near future, but probably not right now. So that's kind of what we got going on here. Let's heal you up. By the way, you get more gold from selling fully healed units instead of not fully healed. So I think we'll leave it like this. As you may notice, we've sold off most of our army. And that's kind of allowed us to have a positive gold influx again. And now we just got to work on our happiness. So that's what we're going to get to now. Let's see. Memphis needs something to do. I think we'll have Memphis build us a library, because it gives us 1 science for 2 citizens in the city. And remember, we want science so we can get to our technology faster. So that's kind of what we're going to do there, I guess. So, keeping it up, keeping the game going. So, that's kind of what you can do with units. The city, when you capture a city, normally you have the option to burn it down. As I was alerted to in the comments, and I kind of missed when I was playing, this is a capital. You cannot burn down capitals. You have to let them be. So that's why I couldn't burn down Carthage. Also, I feel like it's worth mentioning, occupied cities make extra unhappiness because, you captured it, right? And until you build a courthouse, which we can't even start building because of the fact that it's in resistance. We'll get there in a second. We can't deal with the extra unhappiness it's making us, unfortunately. And it's in resistance for a certain number of turns after capturing it, depending on its level. So that's kind of what's going on game mechanic-wise. Fortunately, though, we do have some sugar here, and we do have some cotton. Both are luxury resources, which will increase our happiness a good amount. So it's not going to be the end of the world for us in terms of resources. Now, we can build a Colossus here. That'll give us +1 gold from water tiles worked by this city. I think I'll do that. I mean, I know we're only working 1 water tile, but I'm sure we'll expand into the ocean a little bit more as we get more culture. So I think that's probably a fairly good and safe choice. So,
measure what is measurable, and make measurable what is not so.
Indeed. So, just wanted to mention that. I'm sorry, by the way, if my commentary is a little off today. I am so tired. You have no idea right now how tired I am. I'm really tired. Hard schedule. This weekend's going to be a ton of work. I have to... Oh.
भारतीय जनता की ओर से मैं आपकी ओर दोस्ती का हाथ बढ़ाता हूँ.
Alright, we're meeting India. Now, we're going to ask him to accept an embassy. And I'm going off track here a little bit because... if we both accept an embassy and we see that he's like on the mini-map somewhere up ahead of us, we'll know we're probably on some kind of Pangea-ish thing, like one continent. But if we see him like on another island or continent, we'll know it's a different kind of map. So there we go. We've traded embassies, and there's Delhi. It looks like he's probably on the same map that we are. Yeah, look at this. It looks like this is just a lake here. Okay, I thought Carthage was on the ocean, but no, it apparently is just on a lake, so we're probably on some kind of Pangea-ish map. And we got a spy, and let's go over the spies for a minute, and I will talk about my own personal problems in wine for a bit. Don't worry, guys, I'll get there. This is something new to Gods and Kings. It kind of allows you to have espionage, and what you can do is you can either steal technology from people or protect your own technology. And so what you do is, certain points in the game, you'll earn a spy, right? And then you can move them to a city. You can move them to your city to protect it, or you can move them to another city to steal stuff. Now, I'm going to move this spy to Delhi. That way, I can steal, hopefully, stuff from him. So there's going to be a turn of him moving, and then there'll be, let's say, 10 or so turns of him gathering information, and then we'll know whether Delhi's planning to attack somebody, or we might get a technology from them, and various things. There's 3 levels of spies. As spies get higher rank, they become recruits, agents, and special agents. And as it says here, each subsequent level makes the spy more effective, so which means it steals faster, kills stuff, it can rig elections in city-states, pull off a coup, and all sorts of cool stuff there. Haven't really gotten to city-states yet, but I'm sure we will sooner or later. So, working on getting these luxury resources, though, because we want our happiness.
Dios bendiga a aquellos que lo merezcan. Soy Isabel de España.
Because we want our happiness to increase, and we met Spain, so let's actually see if we can trade embassies with her and find out where she is in the grand scheme of the world.
Muy bien.
And, wow, okay. Whoa. He wants me to attack Gandhi. Let's see. And I really love this. This is really what makes Civilization different than, I guess, Age of Empires 3. Is just the politicalness of it. It's quite fun. You have 4 options when somebody comes to attack you to ask you to attack somebody. You can just jump right on in them and attack them. You can say, well, not yet. You can get mad at them, which will have a negative effect back on yourself. Or you can say, sorry, we don't want to. And I'm going to say, sorry, we don't want to. I know Gandhi's not very strong, but at the same time, I do not want to infuriate Gandhi at the moment. And I do want to figure out her. I think she's on her own little island over there, so that's actually probably going to make her safer in the long run than not safe. Or help her out in the long run, I guess I should say. So we're going to construct a plantation, and look at this. We're going to get our courthouse here built in 7 turns, and that'll really take out a lot of extra unhappiness from it. And then we're going to connect these by road and the such. So it looks like we're going to got some good things coming down the road strategically. But as I was saying,
Why, man, he doth bestride the narrow world like a colossus, and we petty men walk under his huge legs and peep about to find ourselves dishonorable graves.
alright, that's pretty cool. As I was saying, though, I don't even remember now. I probably give up. By the way, the Notre Dame, look at this. It does give us faith and great merchant points, but it does allow us to get 10 happiness. So that, to me, is what I'm really, really excited about. You may notice I have all these wonders built, and it's really good to utilize... Whoa, what's going on? There we go. It's really good to have the wonders. They provide bonus, but that'll provide us 10 happiness, which when we go to attack Spain and start taking over other cities, that's going to be a humongous advantage, for sure. So, okay, we met the city-state. Let's get into some little bit of a city-state discussion, I guess, right now. Probably not a bad idea at the moment. What are you doing? You're just sitting there. Alright, well, you're doing something now. City-states are independent states, and there's several different types of city-states. Look, Napoleon's going to war with Gandhi, just like we expected. There's several different types of city-states. There's, let's see, what kind is this? Militaristic, which means they'll give you, which means they'll give you, like, military units. There's cultural, which will give you culture. There's, religious, which will give you religion. And I think there's called mercantile city-states, which will give you... Sorry, I'm thinking, trying to remember the information I read. Mercantile, which will give you a food bonus in your capital and a percentage bonus to all your cities, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that. You can correct me in the comments if I am wrong, which I might be. I don't deny it. So, those are the possibilities city-state wise.
John Henry said to his captain, "A man ain't nothing but a man. And before I'll let your steam drill beat me down, I'll die with a hammer in my hand."
Indeed, that's cool. I love the history. I'm sorry. I think I've said that too, like every single video. And looks like India's settling this little city near us, which I'm not necessarily thrilled about. But I don't think it's the end of the world, especially considering I doubt India can stop Napoleon. In fact, this city might even just be made just so Gandhi can trade it to Napoleon down the road. But I think what we really should look to doing, or what we should look to doing, guys, is we probably should start exploring the map. I mean, we really focused a lot of our early efforts on Carthage, right? Which I think was wise. You know, we needed to take out Carthage, but now we really, I think, kind of need to look to exploring the map. Unfortunately, we don't have any water units yet, so I think what we're going to do, I am going to build, I think, a market. That way I get more gold. I'm going to change, instead of looking up gunpowder, I'm going to look up sailing. That way we can start making a boat, and at least getting off our little island, you know what I mean? Get out in the world and see what there is to see out and about. Our courthouse in Carthage is soon to be built, and that'll be excellent.
He who commands the sea has command of everything.
Indeed, yes. Okay, so we got our courthouse built. Notice our happiness went up a good amount from that. Not amazing, but not bad either. And I think we're going to build a Colosseum just because we're still kind of low on happiness. And the next thing we're going to build, I think we should probably go back to building gunpowder like we were going to, because we want to get the gunpowder units in the game, and we want to keep using those for sure. Although I'm looking at this, there's some salt, there's some stone, there's some iron, and the like, so we're going to want to go get that. And we got a great engineer. I don't know if you've gotten one yet. And what a great engineer does is you can hurry production, or you can have him build like a special building which will make all production in your city faster by a little bit. We're going to hold on to him, though, until I maybe get to this wonder. And what I'll do is I'll select that wonder, then I'll have my great engineer speed build it, so then I'll get that wonder in literally one turn, which is just, my mind, is always my favorite thing to do with great engineers. So we're going to put him to sleep for a bit, and we're going to keep going over here making farms, and we do want to connect these cities. I haven't forgotten about that. But before we do that, let's make a trireme. I don't know how to pronounce that. A trireme. And let's continue. Let's go, guys, together, and let's go explore this map a bit, because we've only seen bits and pieces. And while we can infer that it's probably a Pangea-ish thing with several lakes at several points, or maybe that's another island, we're not sure. We really do need to figure out if this is like a fractal continent kind of map, or a Pangea, or a lot of islands. Who knows? So we're going to go explore that as soon as we can. Indeed. Excellent. So, as I was saying...
Architecture has recorded the great ideas of the human race. Not only every religious symbol, but every human thought has its page in that vast book.
Indeed, and I personally love architecture. But as I was saying before, I got rudely interrupted by Civ 5. Oh man, we're gonna send our trireme to explore automated though, and see what we can see of the world. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. I have a really busy weekend, so I was gonna record a special. Can I? 1 second. Okay, I can't build the Himji Castle yet. 3 turns. I was gonna record a special this weekend, but like I said, I have so much to learn and do. It's not very plausible right now for me to spend 4 or 5 hours this weekend working on a special, but I am going to make sure I continue normal video content, and I'll look to getting you guys a special soon. We did break 100 subscribers, which is just amazing, and I'm so grateful for it, but right now, I mean, school comes first, you know what I mean? Like, I would love, and I mean it, I would absolutely love to be able to do this full-time instead of school, but I can't count on that, and I need to be formally educated, and that way I have a future outside of, you know, YouTube or minimum wage.
The day the two Army Corps can annihilate each other in 1 second, all civilized nations, it is to be hoped, will recoil from war and discharge their troops.
Indeed.
In
Now
the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
Indeed, okay. And we got a great profit. Cool. A lot happening there. We're going to select the Route 2 mode here, by the way, with this worker. What this means is it'll build a road from the block they're standing on to the block you select. And we're going to build a road just like that. And so we're not going to have to think about them for however long. And then when we get back to this, there's going to be a road connecting them. So that's good. We got a great profit. So we're going to enhance our religion. So let's do that now. And we get 2 more follower beliefs, I guess. Gardens provide +2 happiness. I really like. 15% faster growth rate, though, if the city's not at war, is a really good one. And let's go to here. And these, the second enhancer beliefs generally just have to do with spreading. And I think what we'll do is you can select it to go farther or faster, or missionaries to have better strength. And we'll get into that once we can actually get some missionaries. But I think we'll say religion spreads to cities farther, or 30% farther away. Cult of BTM growing. Man, I'm tired. It's been a long day. And I think what we should do is let's build some grand temples. And what we're going to want to build here is I want to build this Himji Castle because it gives great engineer points. And what happens is when you get enough points for them, like you get, let's say, 2 points a turn towards this great person, when you get that, then you get that person. So having a building which gives you more great engineer points means I'll get great engineers faster. Plus, this will give me more culture and a combat bonus in my own territory. So we're going to move this guy back here. And then on the next turn, we'll speed up production. So we'll get a Himji Castle in 1 turn, or 2 turns, I guess, if you count the travel there, because of my own mistake, which is excellent. So that's what we're up to. Let's see. Speed production. Whoa. Alrighty there. Don't move so fast. And now, as you can see, 1 turn left for that. So that's going very, very well. And here we can build a Circus Maximus because we have a Coliseum in all our cities, and I think we're definitely going to go for that. Seems like a good plan. And this worker is idle, so we're going to move her down to keep making farms. And we'll make, I guess, a monument. That way we get more culture, more border expansion. Sorry, by the way, if I'm getting quiet. Like I said, long day. So, we kind of got our trireme, though, out and exploring the map, and it really does look like it's kind of a fractal continent.
Bushido was realized in the presence of death. This means choosing death whenever there is a choice between life and death. There is no other reasoning.
I don't know if I'd agree with that philosophy, but I find this architecture here, if you look at that, to be just beautiful. I love Japanese architecture, so that's very, very cool. But oh, wow, we never even built a shrine in our main city. Okay, let's get a shrine going. So we will, I think, as I was saying and getting interrupted by myself in the game and just forgot, we will keep up video production this weekend, but we probably will not get to making a special this weekend. Hopefully we'll get to it next weekend. And look at Napoleon's military strength. He is stronger than the rest of the world combined. And that's kind of scary.
3 things are necessary for the salvation of man: to know what he ought to believe, to know what he ought to desire, and to know what he ought to do.
Indeed. I actually have read a little bit of that guy, and he's pretty good. So we can get a free great prophet or a free mosque. What should we go for? Or should we build a unit? Let's build a burial tomb, actually. They give us faith and they give us happiness. We need more of both of those. And let's force science. Since Napoleon is so strong on science, let's get to unlocking some really powerful units. Let's unlock some cannon. Let's unlock the cannons, and that way, if we get attacked by Napoleon or get in a war with Napoleon, we can just throw down some cannons and hopefully use them to just blast him out of our world. Now we're in a golden age, and that basically means you get gold more and more culture, and that's excellent, exactly where we want to be. And we get another policy. We're going to unlock commerce, because remember, we're trying to go for this one, which means we get +2 happiness from each luxury resource, which will be very, very helpful. And okay, somebody's worshiping the sea. That's all cool. We can build a lot of cool things. We'll build an aqueduct. We'll keep it going. Alrighty. So yeah, we're working on connecting the cities. We do want to attack Napoleon down the road, but his military strength apparently is massive. And wow, France just stole from us, so we're gonna call him out diplomatically.
Bonjour.
And we have some options here. Remember, because the big benefit of this game is the diplomatic aspect, we can declare war on him just flat out and be pissed off. We can denounce him, which will really sour our relationships. We can ask him to stop spying on us, which seems reasonable, but actually will sour your relationships. Or we can say, hey, we forgive you. And because he's so much stronger than me, I'm going to forgive him. But that does make me want to know, how is my spy doing? And he's working, and he'll still be there for 5 more turns until he can steal technology. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll have him keep working on stealing technology for now. We'll definitely want to get him moving somewhere, I mean. So that's what we're going to do. Alhambra. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. Okay. And Jimenos, we kind of are just like circling the bottom of the map, and wow. Our boat's being attacked by these bad guys on this island, so let's get you out of there. And wow, okay, a great natural wonder. We're going to tell you to go back to exploring automated. Yeah, so it definitely appears like this is a fractal continent, because there's this whole ocean. We know that Isabella is somewhere over here, and it would appear that this is its own little spread continent, although I can't say for sure yet, just because we haven't seen enough. So we're probably going to have to go explore some more. But I think we're going to wrap up the video here. Sorry it wasn't super exciting in terms of action, but we did get over a little bit more of kind of the game basics, a little bit more gameplay. And I guess in the next episode we're going to have to start figuring out how to kill Napoleon, because if we kill Napoleon, we're going to be in some big business. So we're definitely going to work towards that. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry it's a little bit dry today. Like I said, I'm tired, just a lot going on, and I just wanted to make sure I got something out to let you guys know I care about you. Thanks for subscribing. Feel free to leave a comment if there's something you want me to point out in a video, or something you pointed out, or an experience you liked. I do try to read through and reply to every comment, although sometimes they slip through the cracks, which is weird. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, good luck and happy hunting.